Hi, fellow Focus Forwarders. So good to be back with you again. Today, I thought we'd talk a little bit about a positive workplace. You know, we've all in the process of or have just gone back to work after our Christmas holidays. Well, I don't know about you, I hardly feel as if I've had a break, but it is a new year and we've got new things going and all of that sort of thing. So I thought let's talk about a positive workplace because we live in an environment of so much negativity that we need to have two very strong places of safety and a good environment. The one being our home, of course, but the second being the place we work at. So how do we create that positive workplace? And I mean, this can be on a micro level for us to do, or it can be on a corporate level where corporations need to take this on board. So there's 10 things I'm going to look at today. And the first is have positive values. So in your work environment, look at the mission statement, really take it to heart and understand what it means and live that. Be positive, be goal-driven, etc. Whatever your mission statement says, but really take it to heart because those are put together, and I know we all think it's a bit of fluff, but it's not generally. It's actually quite important, and it helps align the whole sort of ethos of your working environment. The second is to have a relaxed and productive atmosphere. You know, gone are the days of the 9 to 5 where you sit in the typing pool and you type from 9 to 5 and it's very rigid and you've got somebody walking up and down and staring at you, you know, like all those old films that we watch. We need to have a relaxed atmosphere to work in. We're not that uptight corporate environment generally, and most corporates are moving away from that, but a lot of us are in SMMEs and smaller businesses. So create a relaxed environment where productivity can flow. The third is foster a commitment to excellence in your business. Because if we do that, everything we do must be excellent. You know, years ago, I worked with a guy who we used to get paid by checks, and all our checks were calligraphied. They were beautiful works of art almost. But it was down to that level. Everything was excellent. It looked beautiful. And we need to have that running through, and almost as a mantra, everything we do has to be excellent. Because that will then help create this positive workplace. Open and honest communication is the next thing I want to talk about. You know, yes, obviously there's hierarchies and things like that, but we have a lot to give as employees in our working environment, and we need to be able to be honest and have open communications with our colleagues, with our bosses, with our clients. If something is wrong, talk to them about it, be open about it, and be honest about what's going on. You know, the worst thing to do is lie to a client or lie to your boss. It's going to be terrible, so just don't do it. Cooperation, support, and empowerment. This is incredibly important if you're working within a system or within a team. Really, we've got to cooperate with our colleagues, our bosses, our clients. We've got to support them on a certain level, and we have to empower them. Say, good job, well done. Somebody comes to you with an idea, somebody who works with you or for you, they come to you with an idea, which is a good idea. Empower them. Say, okay, this is your idea, you take it forward. This one's big for me, and that is have a good sense of humor at work. It's important. It's not this grey, drab 9 to 5 place. We spend at least 40 hours a week, and most of us spend a lot more than that, probably up 60 odd and up at work. We need to have some levity in the situation. See the humor in things, you know. It's to be uptight and you know, there's those corporate people that wouldn't crack a smile unless the CEO smiled and then they'd laugh. It's not like that. Be yourself. If you have a natural sense of humor, enjoy it. Tell the odd joke. Be careful what you tell, but enjoy it. The next one is compassion, respect, and understanding. And I think that this is key to my personality, certainly. We need to understand where people are coming from. We need to have compassion for their environment. If the person who runs I don't know, what is it? Okay, call in the old-fashioned terms, the tea lady. If they're not there for that day, maybe have compassion instead of being really uptight that you have to go and get your own tea or coffee or whatever it is. I mean, that's an old-fashioned example. But if you've got to do it, have compassion. We don't know their circumstances, and try and find out what those circumstances were. Obviously, we get people who are going to take the mickey and work, swinging the lead is the old term for that. But really take cognizance of people, understand where they come from, and respect them. Don't forget, you're not the most important cog in an environment. Everybody in that system is an important cog in that environment, so respect every single person. There's nobody lower than you and really nobody higher than you, in my mind. Yes, but we have to respect what it means to be in that environment. We've also got to be flexible, Just because something has been done the same way for 90 years probably means that it's time to change, and we need to be more flexible about that. So let's be flexible. Be a flexible organization. If you're a small company who makes posters, for example, and somebody says, can you print it on cardboard? And you say, no, we always print it on this paper or whatever. Work it out. Be flexible. Get the business. Hustle. Be out there. Be flexible in your time management. Yeah, 8 to 5 might be the traditional working time. However, for a lot of people, maybe work starts at 7 and ends at 4, or it works for them because they have to travel a long way to miss traffic and only get to work at 10, but then they leave at 6 or 7 o'clock at night. Try and be as flexible as possible. Obviously, customer-facing people have to be there for a certain time. All of that sort of thing. I'm not saying that, but just try that. Positive reinforcement. Somebody does a good job, say thank you. It's important. And finally, your employees, you've got to have an emphasis on health, their family, and the environment. So, have a good healthcare plan, or ensure that your people have medical insurance, that their families are covered, that they've got life insurance, whatever that is. But then also look at your working environment. If there's somebody who smokes, for example, in the environment, and it's just unpleasant, and you get smokers that are quite smelly generally, whether they're smoking or not. Try and change that. If you've got somebody who's obese in your working environment, and if every day they're eating 3 McDonald's burgers, try and change that. Try and bring in a bit of healthy food every now and again. I don't know what it is. Just think of them. Positive values, relaxed and productive atmosphere, commitment to excellence, open and honest communication, cooperation, support and empowerment, a sense of humor, compassion, respect and understanding, flexibility, positive reinforcement, and emphasis on